understand, Jeff, that you're working on a book.
I am, yes.
Okay.
It's been an interesting process. It's an interesting process because when I started the book, I felt good about the topic, and through my speaking, I thought I had shared a lot of my story. And what I realized in writing the book is that I didn't share anything new about myself, but it was the book writing was part of my journey.
Okay.
That I took my story deeper. I connected to my own story deeper. I allowed myself to be even more vulnerable than I had been before. It brought up a lot of fear. I learned a lot more about stories, the types of stories I created that were really fear just dressed up. Because by the way, most stories are fear dressed up in a story.
And kind of avoidance.
Exactly, avoiding. It's my way of avoiding. And it gives me a good reason to avoid it because I don't want to admit I'm afraid. So this book writing has been fascinating, and it's a unique concept because it's really about integrating this concept. It's about leadership in general, but not in the traditional sense.
Okay.
Because the premise of the book and most of my work today is that there's not a separate personal you and a business you. People are always trying to figure out, do I hone my business skills or work on my personal growth?
Right.
I'm saying it's the same thing. So this book is about, I create a term actually, which I love. My friends think I'm annoying because I create words. So I created this word called livingship.
Okay.
And the book is about livingship. The book is about making clear decisions about who you're going to be as a person. That's in your life, in your relationships, in your family, with your teams, in your career. If you own a business, it's in your business. Get clear about that and then live that life on purpose. And therefore you are leading your life, and that's what I mean by livingship. So it's saying business and personal have never been separate. In fact, we don't even have to integrate them. They're already one and the same. And your livingship and thus your leadership will be the outcome of who you choose to be as a person and how you choose to purposefully show up in that life that you have designed. Because when you do that well, Doug, I could take a person and give them years of leadership skills, but if they as a person are not in alignment, they're not going to be a good leader. Because I'm giving them the skills, but they can't implement them well because something inside of themselves is off course, usually driven by one of these stories that have them thinking a certain way, acting a certain way, making decisions a certain way, or living what I call the multiple lives, which is why the book is going to be titled Unmasked. It's about taking off all the masks and tapping into your authentic self, your authentic leader, so that you can live and lead the life you were meant to. Whatever you choose it is.
That's really pretty neat.